This bag, I mentioned before the commercial break, this bag is important. It's important to the kids in foster care, believe it or not. There is a big connection, and it kind of surprised me when I learned about this and why we're collecting. At least that's what the Connecticut Alliance of Foster and Adoptive Families wants. That's Krystal Hernandez on the far right, and then Ivana Marrero, who's the executive director of the Wethersfield Chamber of Commerce, is helping out. Good morning to both of you. All right, so let's talk about this, because there are countless, too many kids that are in foster care. When they move to a family, and hopefully that's it, one family, but that's not always the case, they get a bag of stuff, and that's where kind of like the depressing part comes in, right?
Yeah, so a lot of kids, when they do come into foster care, they can go in with a duffel bag, or some may go in with a duffel bag, some may go in with a trash bag.
And yeah, that's the part that threw me, the trash bag.
Yeah, so there are some kids, when they get taken from their biological family or whoever they're staying with and they go into foster care, some of them do come in with trash bags, and you know, they don't have anything else, they're not expecting to leave. Nobody wakes up and says, this is the day I'm going to go to a different family. Right. So it's kind of more spur of the moment, you know, they need something to put it in when they get taken away. Sometimes they are a little ShopRite, the plastic bags that they had, like in my case when I was taken away.
And we'll talk about that, because I mean, you are formerly part of the foster care machine. How does it feel for a kid to go and just know that you're just grabbing a couple of things, a couple of pieces of clothing, and that's it?
To me, I'm like, okay, if it's a couple pieces of clothing, I'm going back home, right? And then they have to say, well, we're not sure yet. I'm like, then why did you give me 4 outfits? Like, this doesn't make sense. And again, like the type of bag that you get too, depends how much you can put in it. You could put a lot more in a trash bag versus, you know,
clearly
the ShopRite
And that's where the Chamber of Commerce comes in, because they had this idea, okay, let's help out by collecting the bags and filling them up with things that these kids, and when I say kids, it's babies to 18-year-olds. What happened? Why did you come up with this?
What happened was, I do a weekly segment, I do a Facebook Live interview, and I was interviewing Krystal, and during the conversation she was telling me how these children are going from house to house with shopping bags. And it broke my heart. Sure. So she told me about the duffel bag. So as she's talking, my brain is going like this, and I'm like, you know what, I want to help you. I want to do a promotion. So let's get it out there. Let's get the people to donate these bags.
So it's more than a bag, though, and you've said you've already collected a number of them, but what goes in the bags?
So anything can really go in the bag. It's really what anybody wants to put in it. Usually hygienic products like the toothbrush, toothpaste, flossers. We kind of will identify, okay, the age range of each bag, because there are toys, like a teenager's not going to want a baby toy like that. Clearly. Lotion, coloring books, crayons. I didn't bring it this time, but there are journals too, that a lot of people will donate journals, and just kind of like a little snack and water bottle, like something to kind of help with the first few days. And
all this is to make it, you know, not so much, I mean, clearly it makes it easier by collecting the bag, but, you know, thinking mentally wise, this has got to put at least one less thing for a kid to feel bad about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they can have their own item.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something that they own.
We already showed on the screen all the things that we were looking for to collect for the bags. We're going to connect you with the Wethersfield Chamber of Commerce if you'd like to help out. And this is going on how long?
Indefinitely.
Indefinitely, because this is what month?
It is National Foster Care Awareness
Month. Put it all together that way. Ladies, nice work. And continue. I got to tell you, you know, when I put this segment together to have you in, I didn't realize, just like I said, the mental aspect of this, of what kids have to go to, you know, as if going through the foster care system isn't hard enough.